Okay, when I was grading the cool down worksheet, I noticed several people are confused about the number lines. What has to be true about a number line? Brady.
That, like, on the top and bottom, they, for every batch or whatever,
Interval?
Yeah.
We can call them batches.
Yeah. It has to be multiplied by that number.
Yeah, so whatever your first set of tick marks is, to get to the second one, really it's times 2, times 3, times 4, times 5, or you could count up by that number. Okay? You also have to have labels. A lot of people lost points for no labels on these. On the cool down worksheet, each answer was worth half of a point. So if you had the answer wrong, you got minus half a point. If you forgot like a label, I took off minus 1/4. Okay, so to kind of explain that. So on this one, we're just going to go over a couple of these to make sure we're all clear. If you missed them, I do want you to fix them. How did I get my first set of numbers on this? How can I get my first? Well, first I need to set up my double number line. Maya, how can I set it up? Okay, labels. So cups of flour. Flour in cups. And the other one is vanilla in teaspoons. Thank you. Kendall, I just took all of your papers that we're going to go over right now to Miss Dillon. So just go ask her for your stack of things from me.
I double checked.
Okay, I'll find it in a second, okay? Okay, how do I get my first set of numbers? Maya? It's in the problem. It tells me my ratio is 5 to 2 for one batch. To complete the double number line, Dominic, what am I counting by on top? 5. So I would do 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. On the bottom, Lena, what are we counting by?
By 2.
By 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Now, from the table, I can answer number 2. If you use 20 cups of flour, so I have to find flour in cups, I have to go over to 20. How many teaspoons of vanilla do we need, Reese? 8. All I have to do is look at my table right there. So it would be 8 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay, then number 3 says if you use 6 teaspoons of vanilla, how many cups of flour? So then we go to teaspoons of vanilla to 6, and I need to know how much flour, which would be 15 cups of flour. Kendall, we're on the cool down worksheet that's stapled to your Khan Academies that you turned in last week, turned in on Monday. Okay, does that make sense? There's one more I wanted to find and talk about, and then I can answer any questions you have, so be looking over yours. Okay, this one said use the word per. Some of you guys did way too much on that one. You just had to do a double number line, so you could have drawn, and I was very nice on these double number lines, because you should have had 2 number lines. Remember, your tick marks should be in the same spots. So if we're talking about ears and tails, I could have wrote ears and tails. What's the relationship between ears and tails, Parker?
For every one cat, there is 2 ears and 1 tail.
Okay, so the ratio is 2 ears to 1 tail. So then it would be 4, 6, 8, 2, 3, 4. If I picked ears and tails, you could have picked paws and ears, You could have picked tails and paws. It didn't matter. You just had to pick 2 and then write a sentence. This one I was pickier on because I was nice on number 1. It just said use the word per. It was easiest to use like per tail or per cat. There are 2 ears per cat. There is 1 tail per cat. There are 4 paws per tail. There are 2 ears per tail. Some of you, as long as you use the word per, I gave it to you. If you didn't use the word per and you gave me a sentence that still made sense, I just took off 1/4 of a point for not following directions. Okay, that's not the one I wanted to talk about though. This one. This one, people struggled to complete the table. The first tick mark tells me what we are counting by. So Brant, on top, what are we counting by? 3s. So it'd be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. On bottom, Logan, what are we counting by? 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Number 1 says, at this rate, how many bags of rice can you buy with $12? So I look at dollars, I go to 12, I go straight down. How much can we buy? Kenley? Yeah, we can buy 8 bags of rice. Now, number 2, when it says find the cost per bag, what is it asking for, Briley? It's asking for 1 bag. Is that on my number line? If it were, where would it go? If it were on my number line, where would it be, Parker? Yeah, it would. The 1 bag would be about right there. How do we get from 2 to 1? Divided by 2. How do we get from 3 to the number I need? Divided by 2. So really we're taking 3 divided by 2. Does 3/2 dollars make sense? No, but what is 3/2 as a mixed number, Lena?
Wait, can I say the money?
Well, give me a mixed number first, and then you can tell me money. 1 1/2, but you know that's how much money?
$1.50.
$1.50. Do you know the rest of my answer? Per bag. Okay, now number 3 says, how much do 20 bags of rice cost? Now, isn't 20 on our number line?
No.
No, we could have built it up more. I would have went back to the given information. $3 for 2 bags. I'm trying to get to 20 bags. How do we get from 2 to 20? Times 10. What's 3 times 10? 30. So the answer to that one was $30 for 10 bags. Okay, I want you to look over the rest of this one and see if you have questions. The number lines is what I felt like you guys had a better understanding on and didn't do well on. I'm not sure if it was due to rushing or we just needed to go back and revisit it. Okay, now I know these Khan Academies were due on Monday, but did you have questions or were there any of them that were particularly harder than some of the others? I thought it was these ones. You can tell me if I'm wrong. It was one of the last ones you had to do. It was, can I see this real quick? It was the 4th one, right before quiz 2. Understanding rates in the real world. Or am I wrong? You guys good on these? You have no questions on them? Okay, because what you're going to be doing today is I have 5 more Khan Academies. You're not doing them all today. Okay, I am assigning, there's only 2 pushed out to you right now. Once you start on it, I'm going to push out a 3rd one. I have a piece of paper that says Unit 2 Khan Academy, Lesson 10 through 13. You're going to mark off Assignment 1 and Assignment 2 because Assignment 1 says Lesson 10 understand equivalent ratios in the real world. You already did that one. Assignment 2 says quiz number 2. You already did that one. Okay? So on the paper I'm about to give you, I want you to work in order. So really the whole front side will be blank because that's assignment 1 and 2. I want you to start with assignment 3. It's already posted. And then you'll move on to assignment 4. If you get that done, you'll move on to assignment 5. I am collecting these before you go home today. It's not homework. Okay? And then on Monday, you will have all of Monday to work, and I'll assign more of them on Monday. I'm going to collect those in just a second. Keep out your cool downs. Take a second and look over them. Now that you saw one graded, make sure you answered all of the questions. When I pass out your Khan Academy paper, I'm going to collect your cool down paper. Okay? And you guys have the rest of the time to work. So work on getting logged in, and I will be around in just a second.